There is a lorry for wheat on the way. One lorry inbound. We need to deal with this mess. McGuinness haulage. I like a Guinness. Not as much as I like a Bandit beer. Pre-order links down below. Pre-orders will be closing at the end of this week. Still a fair whack of wheat there to sell. Heck. Done. Shut up shop, it is cold. That's a way off to Girvan. Sun's out. It's a damp coldness. Dry cold's nice, damp cold is great cold. The back of the shop here, oh there's a van in the way already. Filled in a few bits yesterday with the digger. And there's a few more bits I just want to run back and forward on it all before Van starts screwing all over it this morning. It came up quite well yesterday, but then last night we had rain that wasn't forecast and it's not helped. It's not had a chance to pack in, so the water just seeps in and the frost nails stuff like this. If it's wet and there's moisture in it and you get frost, it just swells up, puffs up and rips up the yard. That's marginally better. Doesn't look too pretty, does it? Hey Doug, it's just a constant job in the winter. Always get screwed on, there's lorries coming in and out to put deliveries into the back of the shop. It's a fairly tight bit, so you have to turn pretty sharp, so it always gets wrecked. It just, every few months it needs filled in and repaired. Kev's been to fetch the discs from along the road. They were sitting at yard 4. They're needing a wee bit of TLC, so we've brought them back to this yard, but he's going to go and plough because conditions are quite good. We get a bit of ploughing done while it's like this. What a beauty of a piece of kit that is. Priceless. Still standing. The discs here, what we need to do to them is the scrapers on the back of the packer are all knackered. So that one's goosed. Some are actually missing. There's the odd one that works, but not many at all. A lot of them are bent, so basically we need to strip them all off, see what bits we need to order, and then put them all back on again, because this just binds up on any sort of dampness in the soil. It just packs up really heavy with soil, and because it sits quite far back from the tractor, it's a lot of weight, a lot of leverage. Anyway, Kev's fetched that. We'll get to that on a rainy day. He's going to go and chuck a plough on, not that one, the new one, which is away the back side of the shed there. So just need to shift the bag lifter out of the way of the plough. Kev, get in there. Might need to shift that tractor. Looks like he's going to get in. We'll leave him to it, and we need to shift some coos about and feed them. The shed that the cows are in right now, we can split that into 4. So I'm going to take one of the pens and sieve off any kind of narrower, skinnier looking animals, beef them up a wee bit. There's not too much variability across the board with the cows. There's a few skinny ones, so we'll sort them out, but otherwise there's no like big fat ones or anything.
Hello, I'm Gate Lady. MC. So, the cows will be split into 4 separate pens. 3 pens will be fed the same to maintain their condition, whilst the 4th and final pen will hold the skinniest, worst conditioned cows in the batch, which will be fed more, so by the time calving time comes around, the cows are all in similar condition. Since I've got time on the mic and Crawford's not paying attention, comment down below if you think he should be leaving his welly boots and boiler suit outside in the garage or inside and traipsing mud and everything all the way through the house. Let me know what you think. Bye!
We've got one coo off on a wander. We're basically just sieving off any that could do with a bit more grub and a bit of fattening up. Come on, girl. So far we've sieved off, they are fat enough, don't need fattened up. They are fat enough, don't need fattened up. And then we need 15 out of the rest that are left to fatten up, to beef up a wee bit. Where are you going? Quick one, please like this video, and if you've not already, please subscribe in the bottom corner. Okay, we've got them all split now. We're just bedding them, filling up feeders. Kev dropped off that feed yesterday, so they're all going to get a bit of feed, but the skinny pen that we've got, pen of skinnier animals that I'd like to see a bit chunkier before calving time, they're going to get a bit more. So the fat pens, which are these, none of them are fat. They'll just get a little bit of grub because I don't want them to change much in condition. I'm just quite happy with where they are right now for calving. Maybe a tiny little bit more. If they're too big and fat, that means there's kind of less room available for the calf. Also tightens up the pelvis when they're in calving time. Versus if they're too skinny, they don't have the strength to carry out calving. So somewhere in the middle we're shooting for. This is the skinny crew. That's about 1 kilo a head right now. And over the next couple of days they'll get up to maybe 2.5 kilo a head, and the rest will all just get 1 kilo a head. Just kind of a bit of maintenance. They could all do with just a tiny wee touch of condition on them. So this is a fat pen, and then once we go over this barrier, this is a scrawnier pen. Meant to be anyway. Can you spot the difference? To be honest, most of them have kind of held a fairly consistent condition, so there's not a huge discrepancy. There's the odd one in there, like that grey one, which is a bit more obvious, but most of them are just a tiny wee bit behind. Job done! Didn't need to build that big new shed. I've only got this for a month. I don't think it's available full time, and it's full. Logs. We're not going to end up having enough logs for this winter. We've been chopping some, but they could do with drying out for next winter. They're not really ready yet to go. So we've ordered a few boxes from a farmer nearby. He's got a log company. They actually do all the logs and the kindlers that we sell in the farm shop. But we're just buying a few ton from him to keep us going through the winter. Right now we've got 1 dry box left. Those are all just split a few weeks ago, so they're not dry enough. Which requires one of these blue tractors. I'll take the sprayer tractor because we're not going to be needing the sprayer soon, so we'll take it off. Ooh, chilly. Voila. You're mounted on right now, I need to put on, which is the flatbed. We are yoked up, ready to rock and roll. Lights all work. I yoked this up to get going, but it's getting packed up again. We'll get this moving tomorrow morning. Still waiting on a number plate. I was hoping Dad had picked up a number plate today, but I just phoned him and he's not got it. So I'll go for the logs in the morning once we get the number plate. I've got other stuff to do anyway, and we're not in a proper rush for the logs. So pick up then tomorrow once we've got a number plate. I'll just leave the flatbed on the trailer here. And also I'm going to leave this tractor running for a little bit because it's sat in that corner over there since we last went spraying, which was probably 3 months ago, so it's not ran since then. In the meantime, a fuel pump has arrived for that machine. FYI, a few people have asked me for the serial number on my lathe, so they know which one I'm talking about. Can you make that out? 3/60820. Yeah, that's it. FC 3/60820. Package. fuel pump. As you can see, this Defender's fuel pump has been attacked before. I presume this access hole's been cut 2 times wrong and the 3rd time successfully. First attempt there. Where's the fuel pump? Can't see it. Second attempt there. Oh, there it is. But I've not got enough access. 3rd attempt there. Oh, hey, we're in. Ooh, there's a lot of crud in there. Need to get rid of that. Into the dungeon. It's a workshop hoover. Rarely use it, to be honest. And it's not got a huge lot of suction, but we're better than letting all the crud fall in the diesel tank here. It's like my hammer. It's pretty, isn't it? Pretty powerful. Hold on. I'm back and I've sourced a bigger hammer and a bigger punch. There she goes. Get the hoover going again. Oh, there's so much shit. It looks a bit murky down there. Just as well I flushed it out this morning, took the red out and put the white in. This is the seal that's come out of it, so it needs to go back in. I've not got a new one of these, so I'm just cleaning it off. That's fine. Oh, that is manky. Just trying not to get any crud in the tank, but easier said than done. Here's my new fuel pump. So that's the level sensor. So if I bend that down, I'll get free fuel. I'll get a bigger diesel tank. Oh, the O-ring. Just about forgot the O-ring. We're just about there. I'm just trying to make sure and get this ring to seat on the threads of that plastic insert down there, and then we're in. But the top of the pump is spring loaded, so it's always pushing against you. So I've grabbed a wee backwards clamp, which hopefully they can get under that lip there to hold this right down. Although that's quite a small gap, it's not going to fit. Damn, what else can I do? It's a wee bit of jiggery pokery, but I think it's going to work like this. Just put my knee on here, release that a wee bit. Right, just need to get that to bind on, which it's not doing. Bugger off, man. Ah, I'm so frustrated. Why do you not want it to go on, you piece of... See. No, don't turn around, pump. It's just jumped off. Bloody hell. I don't even know that the pump's the issue. It was just a rough guess. I should have taken the outlet hose off the pump and tried the ignition to see if it was pumping. I didn't, and I hope I don't regret that. Future Crawford here. Turns out there was an indent to line up the pump with that I did not see, which made my life so much harder. Nice one. Oh, should start now.
Yep.
Okay.
Pumping.
Fantastic. Nothing. I've primed it, I've cycled the prime on it about 3 or 4 times. I don't know what's wrong with it. So the fuel pump wasn't the issue.